Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, I will be explaining how 4-dimensional people see again and hopefully not make it confusing this time. So basically, 4-dimensional people see in cubes. This is because in the 4th dimension, at every point in time, only a cube of light can be in contact with a surface. In the 3rd dimension, only a plane of light can come in contact with a surface, which is why projectors can only create screens and not any holographs. The reason for this is because light does not move at infinite speed, so only one photon of light can touch a point in space at once. But because the surface of our eyes are 2D, like the surface of anything else in the 3D world, only a plane of light can reach us at once. However, surfaces in the 4th dimension are 3D, so a cube of light can reach them at once. Hopefully you now understand. But how will the 4-dimensional being see the cube? Well, let's look at how 2D beings see. Because surfaces in the 2nd dimension are 1-dimensional, they will see in a 1D line. But imagine we were the 1-dimensional people, and the most we ever saw was a 1D world. We would be asking the same question of how 2-dimensional people can possibly see an entire 1D line at once. But since we aren't 1-dimensional, we know that 1D lines are actually composed of infinite 0D slices stacked on top of each other. So we also know that what 2-dimensional people see is actually a stack of 0D points, each representing a photon which reaches the 1D surface of their eye. So, for 4D people, it is the exact same, just 2 dimensions higher. They see in an infinite stack of 2-dimensional planes, each plane representing a slice of the cube of light that reaches them. Picture it like a 3D volume slicer, with each slice being a 2-dimensional image inside of the 3D cube. But which dimensions do the 2D planes which the 4D people see in have? Well again, picture how 2D people see. Each 0D slice of their 1D line has a different Y dimension, and it shows the X position of the point. The X dimension is what the 1st dimension is in, and the Y dimension is newly added in the 2nd dimension. So in 4D, once again, everything is moved up by 2 dimensions. The W dimension is the newly added dimension, so if you don't count the fact that there are an infinite amount of slices, every 2D slice would have a different W position. And the previous dimensions are the X, Y, and Z dimensions, so each 2D slice would be showing those 3 dimensions. So basically, each 2D plane in the 3D cube of photons is in a different W position, and can show the X, Y, and Z view of that current W position. To visualize this, imagine you are in a single 3D slice of the 4D world. Remember, all 4D objects have 3D surfaces. So the photons coming from that 3D slice would reach the corresponding 2D slice of your eye's 3D surface, and the resulting image would be a 2D plane. Then, imagine there are an infinite amount of people, each in a different W position, viewing the X, Y, and Z image in that W slice. These infinite amounts of people represent your 4D eye. Then, stack all of their 2D views into a 3D volume, and that is what you would see if you were 4D. Now, let's see what a 4D sphere would look like. Every coordinate of the sphere can be determined by sin and cos. So the further the coordinate from the origin, the smaller the 3D slice of the sphere would be. So basically, the top and bottom slices would have the smallest spheres, and the spheres would get bigger until it reaches the middle slice. And yeah, I might make a video containing more examples in the future, but that is it for today. Hopefully you understood how 4D people can see, and bye.